First líme. Gosto će se opremati se prigrijati. Napeto. Ova buka ovamo su 3 kompjutera koji nešto kripto rudare kao. Jedan od projekata su. I ovo je super full majice.
Uredija svu pretragu i arhivu kao polje za pretragu, pronađi. Popis svih kategorija. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and I'm live. Welcome back. I'm Eddy, your host here at edoga. WEB&Tech Smart, tech-wise, web-wise, content, casual. I will need some stuff done on my website. And maybe put something, but I really twisted my hand. Go do it, do it, come on, let's go. Toughest negotiations with my own self. And I just hit start streaming. I have I'll switch here to the bench. I have here a my WordPress website, running WordPress, and I need to make my web page for all channels be ready on all platforms like Hub, and work a little bit on it. On the international version I have a sister website, and I'm opening my chats. It's multi-streamed. I got myself a full year standard plan of on the Restream.io. Came out cheap, that's what they said. I'm looking at YouTube category education, how to install people blogs. Yeah, I'll be people blogs. Thumbnail for the stream over there. Playlist. I'm looking at this at the description, video description details for the stream. Popping out chat on. Excellent, unstable. Twitch popping out activity. It's when 10 p.m. at my place, so I'm speaking kind of in a lower tone, but strong wind blowing outside, winter time, everybody's closed in houses or windows, doors closed, so nobody actually can't hear me. It's not that it's not like summertime, everything open. Since this is just kind of work vlog, it's only 30 FPS, because it's not that I'm doing parkour here. Parkour. Core parking. And I kept myself entertained with video feed, my timeline on Odyssey, since I've switched completely from YouTube to Odyssey. So Odyssey video profile feed for my subscriptions that I'm following. It gives me just enough content, leaving me at the moment during some weekdays period to think, do I really need to keep looking to other videos or do some work myself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While YouTube would make sure that it will convince me somehow, play a trick on my mind, that there's definitely something new I need to see. Real chore over there. Gotta keep what's the expression? Regurgitating that, but it's not regurgitating. Gullible. Keep gulling up that feed. There are a few crypto influencers that I follow in general, but it's just the idea of keeping myself entertained. So what we're seeing here is my website. It's always under construction. This is, but that's the wrong expression. This is my living canvas. I have a sister site, Croatian, that I have for quite long. Kind of similar visual, but it's I've just set them up a few months ago and slowly building, putting content on. I'm repeating words because I want to make sure that you understand what I'm mumbling. I didn't do my speech rehearsal for the stream. So this is that edoga internet IP, my domain, my global domain on the shared hosting service, and I need to work more on it to get it, submit it for monetization for AdSense. That's how we make money here. It's not that anyone is swiping those PayPal's tips cards my way. So I need to take care of myself, so you can get the content for free. Otherwise, I don't know. So I need to keep myself entertained, but to do work can't keep watching videos. So pause on the video that I was listening. Maybe since I don't want to play fringe ignorant games of like testing feeling around the terms and conditions about the content restrictions, copyright stuff and so on, so I just keep some of my music in background playing. But I also want to hear it. Now I'm listening to it as a monitoring output from OBS, and it has applied filter compressor to react to the mic speech, so it will compress the loudness while I'm talking to allow me enough room to be so you can understand clearly, distinguish from the music noise sound. What's going on here? One last thing. I made a post yesterday. The latest post here is few tricks I picked up from Windows shortcuts, hotkeys, like magnifier. Because there's a challenge for streamers, let's say. It's difficult, it's a big challenge to adopt to have it's challenging to get my content perceivable the same way on desktop, largest displays, tablets, and on portrait mode, because of the legibility of the details on the smaller screens. I have here marquee scrolling, multi-line, show notes and button. For the moment I'll remove them. I'll put there notes. So let's say intro just going on now. This is a text file on the bottom scroller line. And I say here, I'll write the notepad and save, and it will update on the bottom, the scroller. Just warming up. Intro. There we go. Intro just warming up. Warming up. Main topic and task is for work on my website. Build a dedicated pages for my web online presence, online presence, no presence, presence. So for this last post, I know pro, this is I'm not the news institution, publisher, official publisher. I just keep my notes, work notes, tips and tricks here live, post as drafts at first for the web crawler spiders, search engines to index them, and then since this is my canvas, I look through it over and over and over and improve. It's not that I have a big team behind me working on this, giving me suggestions, and so I need to do it myself. So I need to sleep over it, look at it with fresh eyes another day. So to help me present to you in a more efficient manner, I've picked up a few things from Windows desktop accessibility tools like magnifier. I made sure to get this right. So Windows key plus for anybody on the smaller display. So this area I've activated Windows plus, I've activated magnifier, but it's not magnifying. So Windows plus again, 50% magnification. And here it is. I made this area like a lens tool, this small, because if I go over here, magnification is right below the mouse button, mouse cursor pointer. So if I go too far to the edge, the details will be magnified outside, not captured. So I kept it at this optimal size. To close, disable magnifier, Windows key escape, like it says. Then there's another tool. If you're watching a smaller display, Power Toys for Windows brings a tool utility highlighting find mouse pointer, double tapping the control. It will do this circle in James Bond like scope thing. And also similar is Windows key Shift H activates highlights and mouse clicks. So it's great couple tools to enhance the presentation, to keep the attention, because this text type of presentations require either great flow of hosts, guiding words, and focus visuals. So now when I click, I can show you, I can get your attention on the detail. If I hit Windows Plus, I'll get the back the magnifier. And even for myself, if I need to get my focus quickly back on the subject at the mouse area, just double tap the control key. That's cool. I recently started wearing also reading glasses, so I know what's the deal with losing focus well anyway, work focus. Takes 20 minutes to get in the zone for work productive. It takes 2 minutes to lose the focus, get out of the zone. Going back, going out, going back, going out. For people with reading view sight impairment, like having problems reading, they know how challenging it is to keep work focus, especially desktop stuff. So this website is domain at edoga, and my channels now running these streams are Malivi ready. I'm the owner of edoga domain and that concept, the idea that I'm building. And but I don't have any channels at edoga. I just use the logo at edoga because it represents several things, several fields of interest that I do, like digital illustration. Nothing pro level. Anyway, I don't care about pro, amateur, all those ranks. I'm old enough to sweep all of those terms away. I don't recognize any authority. I made myself unemployable. I don't see myself working for any entity ever except I might consider getting employment for 100k upfront and 3k a month, and then I'll see from there. Below that, I don't care what anybody has to say. Nuke me. That's the only argument that can change my mind. I'm not... I am here. Don't want to waste time on ranting or getting political. I've said enough. My son just came home. I'll just go over, say hi to him. Okay, so what we're listening, this sound canvas is some old loops and tracks, beats and loops from 20 few years ago, made on Fruity Loops 2.3 Windows 98. And I've uploaded a whole playlist album on YouTube and Odyssey. I've created a compilation playlist named Skinner's Room. So all this that I'm saying is actually should be available on website in some organized manner. And also initially had the idea to have some aside content while I do this sort of stuff, because I'm challenged with the attention, keeping my attention on work. And so, but I wanted to do all. I said to myself, this needs to be going live. This needs to go live because there are many things that I want to have for a record for myself, like how did I do something, and some of the tasks require doing them just once a year. After a few months I forget, and I need a in-depth refresher next year for almost no reason. If I write it or have a recording of it, it would be always near since I browse my website almost daily to check to see, since it's my canvas, I amuse myself, it's my muse. Like, for example, this bottom line scroller. Isn't it practical? It keeps the concept on track. I often overthink stuff and just slide into consistent, persistent procrastination that way. I used to do first 3 seasons of content production video, edited, recorded with camera and OBS, create episodes. But that's good if when there's sort of a script, I don't plan. Every time I come up with the same plan, so there's a script already. I'm avoiding this whole enterprise online giving a name. In simple terms, it's make money online, work online, online business. But this is not white collar sort of doing business. This is a hybrid freelancing, web-wise, tech-wise type of doing business online. For me at the moment, as I'm not monetized on any platform except on my website with through the Google AdWords, so it's best to work on that. And even with crypto today and what all those sorts of make money online schemes and programs, seminars, this is what you want to get. Get your web pages, build up your website. Don't waste time on social networks. Do your presentations on your website. Submit to Google. Everybody has a Google account. There in the options you can always browse through the more Google services and apps, more deeper, second level menu. Deeper, you'll find AdWords, AdSense, not AdWords. AdSense is for publishers, meaning creators, content creators. AdWords is for advertisers, those who want to need advertising for their services and products. Often businesses do this, two of the mix the same, advertise their services, websites, and have also ads showing on their web pages. Without advertising for publishers, content creators, for me that's the optimal. AdSense is optimal for my kind of creative freedom I require. I give them a space for their ads, and I keep my freedom. I just need to create content that is in line with terms of service of ad serving policies. Put it simple. In the end, it's all the same. Work again. So it's not the fact that I'm unemployable. That's not true. I just want to do it this way because it's now after 20 years of AdSense, best route traveled along the web, and it wins every time. It's winning every time. Let's have a look at this WordPress, the backend. WordPress is actually, some simple terms, desktop publishing, but for the web, for internet. So it's not desktop anymore, it's web-top publishing. It's press, like printing press, but it's not anymore printing, it's printing words, so it's meta. Meta. And dashboard in a basic terms shows last drafts. I created some WordPress events that I really don't care about. Site health status, that's not the, now it's the topic is creating content. And how the content can be created in one of few ways. One of it is posts, which appears as a post feed status, like that we're all used to, standardized format, like a log, date, time stamped. But it's also the status, and posts have the log type, can be prioritized, like sticky, pinned to the top of a timeline. So this is the latest, January 11, 24, while these are first, because I've labeled them sticky to stick on top of the feed. And by default, when installed, WordPress works like a blog, daytime stamped feed of posts. But it is possible also to create pages, deep pages. Pages are so on the pages, under the pages section here, when I click it loads. Again, maybe better use the control like that, or also use the magnifier. Yeah, cool. So pages here, great. More zoom, 250% in pages. Default vanilla without plugins WordPress is actually most secure. If you haven't heard about the WordPress as being with security flaws, yeah, if you bloat it with plugins, if you keep it clean, default setup, read 2 articles about the doing more for the site security. For simple website, I don't need automatic stuff like email automatization, registration, user registration. I do that manually. I don't even have the contact form plugin because I've created a page, and pages, WordPress pages can have by default posts, and pages have a PHP comment form which actually sends email, and I keep all comments in a moderation queue for revision before going public. So any comment submitted on contact page I'll see it as a comments here. Comments, that's the communication side, like, okay, it's a website, so how about some web communication utility on it? How about that? And here will appear any comment within a field, date of submission, and what post or page is related to, where it originated. And that's how I can organize the communication. And on my own time and terms, actually provide a human reply, not automated bot scripts nonsense that made actually internet communications useless, or frowned upon. I, as a 50-year-old guy, when I see automated sites, there's nothing. Maybe if it's a type of Web3 smart contract stuff that makes some utility than just I don't know, chatting with sale bot or what, scripted questions and answers. That's also related on the subject at hand that I'm exploring, researching on the web. Most of my internet researches are technical stuff. The social aspect of web is I don't see my life social experience that big of a deal on the web. It's always that's always abstraction for me. It's cool, I can get carried away on interesting comment threads, memes, but when I sit on a computer, even if I'm gaming, there's something that I'm looking to learn. New stuff. So with pages, that's the way it's possible. So I can also elaborate more on these pages for communication. Contact like edoga, general questions, inquiries, or just create a page that I will put in page hierarchy. Well, just to point out, default WordPress installation supports more users like admin, author, editor, contributor, or just simple subscriber. There are a few things that I would submit to WordPress org team to implement in a default installation. Is some stuff that plugins provide, like content visibility for non-registered users. Anyway, there's always a challenge having user registration enabled. Bots will come straight away, then you require to install captcha plugin and so on, but that's just bloating your site and maintaining updates more complex, and depending on the intervals of updates, it becomes a chore on its own. I would recommend just the cookie privacy pop-up notification consent about the privacy cookies policy. Depend on the region regulations. Depending on the cookie origin, who's publishing the cookie. Ad serving platform, your own WordPress engine uses the cookies, and keeping that simple that way. There are only two for to have a good website application experience, mobile application experience. There's always something required to be written on the client side, on the visitor user side. If there were no access to user's device, every application usage start be out of the box fresh, first time run experience. No customization, no preferences saved. Only challenge is that since internet became like a commodity standard, it fell into it got under in a scope of activities of the usual traditional scammers, spammers. Long lasting traditional industry of scamming, either sales, phone sales, mail sales, that since the communication in person, outsourced communication like with physical mail service became a thing. That's when it started, probably with the since the couriers got invented. That's how the scamming, remote scamming, phishing started. So I'm kind of a little bit stuck. I want to provide on my website, I want to provide, there is no open invitation at the moment. There is no statement saying that I'm onboarding new authors, creators, but I do invite people in person. You want a monetized place to publish? Here, come over, I'll create an account for you. Don't waste time on Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere. You'll never get your money worth for your memes, whatever, posts. Get over here. Websites are discoverable, web pages with search engines. Just start going live, doing in your own. You don't need to have actually, well, share the hosting service for website, web pages, domain name and website. Let's say it's 100 euros per year. Cheaper than that for smaller websites. But I pay more for a bigger package because of there's no traffic limit, no bandwidth limits. So I have unlimited bandwidth limit. Only storage space is limited to 40 gigs. But I can park as many domains as I want, run for each domain unlimited email server for each domain, so I have emails, unlimited emails available. Well, inboxes, mail accounts fit under the hosting package capacity, storage capacity. But there's a backend administration for that. It's cPanel, control panel for like industry standards. So far, there are others, but I'm used to this one because mainly on all major share hosting providers, they'll be using that. And but there is an alternative. As most creators see, having their own YouTube channel, they can see that they're offered a monetization for their content, but you need to grind to get monetized on those types of platforms. But AdSense for web pages has a little bit less steep ramp to climb. Gate is not that tight, so it's possible to register for included in the available Google services for in the suite of services for all Google users is also a blogger, and some of that type of publishing website publishing tools and services they have. And it's also possible to monetize those web pages with AdSense. Only thing over there is that domain name, web internet address is always under the domain of the service provider, like Tumblr, Twitter, and username in that form. Some use the slash notation, slash username. Some services provide, like I think the blogger provides, like subdomain, username dot top domain blog .org.com, whatever. And that's the entry point to your own internet domain, online presence. Something like Linktree is doing, also providing free one-page site service. You got your custom name in the web address, and then that points to your Linktree page. But I invested in having full control of everything and a custom domain, top level domains, private, custom, whatever, have top priorities in web search engines. my concern is, since I'm inviting other users under the umbrella of edoga, because I've made web pages, web addresses that way that if we take a look at the web address that's not available for you to see at the moment for a web page specific post, the web pages have a format here of a web domain. Web addresses have format of domain name, user, and post title. That's how the posts get their addresses. So Maliv is the author, and that way I can actually separate the monetization earnings for each author that's on the site. And in case of a web page, web address, web addresses look like this. So if I go on the contact page, the address for this page is contact@edoga. Why is that important? Because if I create a web page, Malware Eddy, if I hit here edit and hit middle mouse button, click on preview, it will preview the draft that I've been working on. I tried, this is, well, the layout for the WordPress, the layout is determined by the theme installed, website skin, appearance has these themes, and I've switched to block, full site edit block themes. It means that I can actually customize the whole site with old themes. So this is since 2021 to 2020 themes, and update, I think from 4 to 5 full site block themes became the thing. They brought them in. This is an example. This Newton I used for a long time because I really love the layout, but the functions inside were required some customization, manual recoding, and it would all work and look the same. If we look at a live preview per se, but I'll not do that. Themes. So if I go into customize this theme, am I going into template theme style? Okay, now it will load here. This is cool. There's one other thing that needs to be pointed out. I said it at the beginning. Default WordPress is a blogging diary, online diary, blogging tool, application. And the homepage, where the domain name, web address, internet address is pointing, is the page with feed of titles of posts. But that can be changed from the blog home, so pages are actually a key. There is a blog home key. This at the moment is my blog home. This is how it looks, and this blog home page here refers to that. But it's a dynamic page. Only layout is stored in the page code. The layout and this is custom element that I have added this image and our Cypher cat logo, mascot, and the edoga logo. But and also pages, this button manage all pages actually refers to in a part on the navigation menu, top menu. Let me just say, modern WordPress themes like they're all responsive, work well for mobile and desktop. I'll do that. I'll show that, demonstrate that here. I can either shrink the window to the smallest size possible, and you can notice that there are no scrollers. There are no scrollers on this web page now, on this browser window. It means that the whole content fitted this portrait mode, vertical, and the menu shrunk into the hamburger, but actually accordion, harmonica menu style of navigation, which is actually pop, roll out, pop over type of menu. Something usual, standardized for mobile websites. In most, but actually all web browsers, pressing F12 will open up the developer tools. It's overwhelming, but that's just a trick of the trick they're playing here. Responsive, this icon here, press there, and this is responsive mode for like a simulation, emulation of mobile devices. And here is the list of mobile devices here on the but it actually represents browser agent. What that means, browser agent? Browser agent means what's the on that type of device, like for Apple products, they have their Safari type of browsers, and websites take that information to determine how to prepare the page, how the device will interpret the page layout and style rules, and also the display sizes, screen resolutions. So it's possible with this, using this list test, the web page layout on different generation of devices and type of browsers. What is this? Android 5 generation, Galaxy S5, which has a resolution 360 640 in the vertical portrait mode. And this is how it looks. How this works. This will crash with this magnifier on. It imitates the touch screen. The browser doesn't know how to interpret these effects from these utilities I'm using, so I'll disable them so I don't crash this. Magnifier crashed, obviously. So using WordPress with these type of themes that are responsive provides out-of-the-box experience sorted out for desktops and mobiles. But I do have don't like how they interpret proportional sizes for texts like headings. This is just a two-word title heading, and it's it's huge for mobile. But this is my prime real estate of a web page. This first section, this needs to be this is prime real estate in the sense of monetization for advertising and also for viewer, surfer, website user, app user engagement. Hotspot. So let's say that I want to, one of the things I wanted to experiment with is the unit. So if I in the developer tools here select this tool, I will not use for the moment magnifier, it will probably crash again. Pick element picker here, which is now enabled, and it reacts to the content on the web page. And when I click on the content, it will highlight here the part of code and style rules that are applied with this code in a top-down manner. Styles and rules. I'm looking for the font units, text unit, size units. What units are applied, because some units like pixels are like fixed screen physical unit of size. But it's possible to modern display renderers can also deal with the relative abstract points, units of size, like proportional. And I wanted to experiment with that to get my headings appear smaller for, let's say, mobile devices. font size, var, VP present, var. So if I can see here H1 here. Well, let's try. Okay, I'll try the magnifier. H1 font size is a variable. It's not the. It's defined in a variable. VP preset font size. It's not. Line height is direct. What is this? Pixels. Is this pixels? So I can play with this live. Customizations that I can do here, they are not persistent. Anybody can hit F12 on any web page and play with this. When you refresh, it will go roll back to the actual styles. But it's possible to save customizations in your own file locally on your computer. And through the commands here, controls, you can apply them again. But you cannot change. Without the permissions, you cannot change other web pages that you're not author, owner of. Okay, here I see that disabling this font size style rule gets this text in one line using up less space. But how does that look if I disable responsive mobile emulator? That style is still like I disabled, and now the title looks like this. Now it seems like it lost of emphasis, the impressive. It's not impressive that much anymore. So if I switch it back, font sizes are actually science of its own. Spaces between lines, spaces between fonts, spaces size, how much space between words take up. That's the science of its own in the field of publishing, which is just a part of the whole word publishing industry. In real print terms, traditional and also on the internet web pages and desktops and computers and so on and so on. I will not play with this specifically at the moment, but it's here. It's no other additional tool than the F12 in a browser, either Chrome, Edge, which is also Chromium, Firefox. Probably Safari has also in the options of the browser. That's what I would say. It's standardized, mandatory requirement for modern web browsers since past 10 years now. Apple is trying to play their own game with that web standards, but nobody is an island. I'll be back. I need to jump away for a moment. Web page. I'll be right back. preostala dva paketa koje sam naručio vezano za popravke monitora TV-a. Ovo je daljinski, ovo je za Philips 4-inčni isti monitor, napajanje ploča. Zapravo nije 100% za taj model, ali je iz serije standarda.
Ovaj Philips.
On je problematično će objašnjavati što je. Ovo je PCI za IBM računalo. S3 Verge.
Nešto ovoga tamo, ali to je slona, nije to pancet. Pogledaj se.
Ovdje u tajnom laboratoriju ne mogu vam otkriti. I važno je držati tajnu. Lokaciju. No, vam otkriti da se nalazi u Šibeniku. Mora biti tajno. Laboratorij se ne nalazi u Zagrebu, nego u mom stanu. Rokić. Ovdje proizvodimo multimedijalni legal. Slušamo cool glazbu iz 90, i rane 2000. Moram past na vrijeme. Glasit će se, oprema će se prigrijati, jer je napeto. Ova buka ovamo su 3 kompjutera koji nešto kripto udare kao.
So let's just keep them all. Let's keep them all out of the zone. No, you won't.
Jedan od projekata su.
Wouldn't save
I ovo je super cool majica.
Uredija svu pretragu arhivu kao polje za pretragu, pronađi, popis svih kategorija, tu su još naznačene koliko ima objava u svakoj kategoriji i oznake. Primijetio sam nekakvu nepravilnost u radu ovih oznaka kad se koristi za naprednije funkcije, ali zapravo u suštini dobro funkcioniraju. I doli ispod ima još treća. Ko je već spreman. Kao predložak. Ovo je Macromedia Fireworks. Šta to ne bude? Link where you further page that want to download images. Kopiraj link. Ja sad kopiram link od ovoga proizvoda, dođem u novi objav i kažem paste. On će pokušat, WordPress će pokušat prvo automatski ugradnju embedanje sa tog URL-a, sa te adrese interneca, ali neće uspjeti. Onda sam odabra convert to link, sad to običan link. Ako klikne na njega, WordPressova funkcija odlazi na tu adresu i prikazuje ovdje pred pregledom šta je na toj adresi. I tamo je namješteno da točno ističe pred pregledom. Okay. Well, it was hour and 20 minutes, hour 15 minutes in, so it was just about time to take a short break. I'm not a professional tutor educator, but this is about WordPress from a higher level, not too deep an overview. All web stuff requires at least some primer that whoever is curious at this moment, it needs some entry point where you want to start in at for that field of interest, whether it's web pages or any other subject. I always say I will not build new reinvent the wheel of tutorials for WordPress and technologies that are available for decades now, but I can show you at least how I use it and do it. Not right away, you will not figure out, learn everything, but at least I want to get into a habit being online with this, and whoever is curious get the habit of workflow concepts, at least visually, so like a duck school of learning by imitating, playing by ear, because all these tools are now visual, and now even AI can generate a website. So isn't that like or snake eating its own tail? Like we invent AI and then we lose the interest actually about that. So okay, that's the wheel that spins on its own perpetuum mobile. To use the AI tools properly, it still requires the underlying basic language of descriptive language, how to speak with it. What are the prompts for it to use it to get the results you want? Otherwise, just a random game of random chance if you don't figure out the proper prompt how to use. But when you figure out the prompt, then you don't need actually, when you know the language, you actually don't need the AI. You know the language, you can visualize it, describe for yourself. Only why would need AI if you want to fake visually, let's say, or a style, existing style, plagiarize the existing style and then gently change it with prompts to appear like original. I'll close some of these pages or just jump back to the page. Can I get this? No. These spots, highlight spots, are permanent for this Windows session. I have a post, and it's not a page, it's a post. One of the oldest posts. That's like my draft, Linktree draft. I'll just jump way back to 20. How many pages now? Page. Navigate back, navigation back. Escape. Navigate back usually is Alt, cursor left, cursor front. Alt key, yeah, it's left Alt key and cursor left. Page 2. This page address, it represents actually the next patch, next section. It's not infinite feed timeline. It's not possible to create that big. I think there's a limit to up to 100 posts per page. So that's why they're broken into pages, and there is at the bottom function that provides navigation to next page. And I have in a row quite a few posts that are broken into, I'm not sure how many pages, 10, around 10, 11, because many posts are these galleries. So there is 90 galleries I uploaded, created with 10 photos. So this is a featured image for a gallery post. If I go on a gallery page, first the task was to get them all uploaded. Now when they're uploaded and available online, it's simpler. That was the first step. Now I can work on the visual, the layout. What's bothering me with this theme for the site is the narrow representation, just center column by default. So I customized the appearance for these to appear wider for like gallery content, photos, gallery of four columns in a row, as many rows as there are, but I've limited each gallery post to have 10 photos, and I optimized photos to around maximum 200 kilobytes. So I know there are, if I go back, there are a few more pages. So this is actually almost getting close to the first page. Yes, and do I have here links? Oh, okay, so here is the links, post with links to Odyssey, YouTube, Bolt, Kick, Twitch, LimeWire, SongTrader, Redbubble, TeePublic. So you see how complex it was. It's possible also to embed some content. It's possible to embed, like for example on my other website I've embedded for experiment quite a few things. I'll browse to the. So what I want to do is I want to actually build a layout that's more like portal site, like so it on the first page, so that it is possible to from the first page get the content, then just browse through the feed timeline. Or have these showing up first, because it's possible to specify for posts. It is possible to specify tags and categories. So on the home page, front page, I could add or in the navigation I could add a entry for a category. Links in the navigation can be a category, like let's say if I open the localization English, if I middle mouse click on it, it will open a new tab, everything in the category English. So WordPress does this on its own, shows the everything is at the moment in the category English, all posts, because I thought that I will be working on the multi-language site, but I'll actually this will be in website, this domain will be international English, and I'll have Croatian content on the completely different domain. And over time I'll translate, make a translation from one side to the other. So if I have, let's say, this post for OBS, that's almost like how-to post, that could be a category, how-to category, but it's just sitting in the category English, but it has tags. OBS provides also a search that I didn't enable. No, I didn't enable it, I didn't show it. Search results, so it has a search, and let's say that I go at the pages on so this is template editor, this is design editor for the site. The template is split into parts. Navigation, if I click on that, it will show here on the left the navigation links for the main navigation top menu. This is all customizable. Living canvas, let me tell you. Get the magnifier on. There are some standards for like having a privacy policy page, but I'm not concerned with that because I don't harvest user data. Only maybe if you want to comment, you're required to request an account to log in, or for each login, for each comment form, for each post or a page here on the bottom. So I'm logged in, but if I open the page if I select open link in private window. Here I'm not logged in, and if I just hit any post, so to comment you're required to put a text, choose your own name, but use a mainly valid email. But you can also fake it. I don't think that the script is actually checking the email domain name. Or you can also save enter website if you have like a Twitter profile, your own website or so on. And it goes into my moderation queue and I review it and decide whether I want to publish it. And that's the whole privacy concern here. It's not actually data harvesting on the side of me or website. It's just something to make sense in with your comment. We want to say something, so who are you, why? Just to prevent spamming. I do receive spamming comments, but they're not published automatically, and there are just few of them. To deal with spam and the bots abusing comment field, I deal with that in the settings discussion section. In settings, what I do is use this disallowed key comments words and use this filter list. But anyway, the comments are not, anyone can post, but comments are held for moderation. So first administrators see them. There are plugins that do kind of a better job of that, but I used to use Unscripted, but Unscripted has a limit, and then it stops doing anything. You can just, from a spam comments, you can just copy and paste in that filter list the words keys that you want to filter out, so it goes directly into trash or spam queue for review. So that was about before figuring out the more elaborate hierarchy of the website, it's good to use the tags and set at least some sort of category. It's not permanent, you can play with it later. If you abuse it, change often, duplicate it, it can start working unpredictably, because there are some limits, like number of tags. You can just bloat your database with the terms, but the tags here I tagged it just for the search engine mainly, to honeypot the search engines, the web crawlers. So if I click OBS here in the tags, it will bring out just 2 articles that specifically have that tag, like what you expect from hashtags, but these are not hashtags, these are just word tags, but are linked dynamically, stored in the database. So what's the deal with blog homepage and search? If I click here navigation, duplicate, delete, edit, what edit? Edit gives me this. So editing the navigation. I'm allowed here on a block. Everything is a block in WordPress. This is list view of content in a web page. In this block, it refers to the navigation, and in the list view we can see what's the structure of it. Navigation is the label of this item, and as I click here in a list view, here it will show what it is. If I click on a page list, that's a page list block. Navigation is navigation block. So this is menu apparent. If I click on a specific item, it thinks that I want to customize, maybe even break his function, because when I create another page, it will be automatically added into the list of pages in the navigation menu. If I press here plus, I can add my own stuff, and it already offers me specific links to specific posts or a page, but all pages are already here printed, so I'm only left available with the posts. And what I wanted to say is, maybe I want to add a search. So if I hit a preview, for template items it's not possible to have a preview, they need to be saved. And I'll leave it like this for now, for demonstration. Save. Yeah, I'm ready to save. It's saving. And if I reload the website, and I got the search field, and I can, for example, search for OBS stuff. And this will search for text for all stuff that contains OBS. There are a couple articles, not just the tags. Like so here under tag report, it's only one post, and you can see, actually you can inspect here this web address. So WordPress internally generates this depending on the number, the preset number for how many posts will it show in search results or feeds. It will also handle on its own the pagination, enumeration of lists, post lists and elements. In a sense, all element lists, search, post feed, timeline, they all have in a way implemented pagination. that can be customized, digging deeper into the template theme customization options, because theme customization options hold also the customization fields for how many posts per page will be displayed, search results. That also reflects probably list of tagged posts or posts in a category. I know one category that has just one type of post. That's the gallery, mega gallery. And mega gallery. So I didn't create, let's say, maybe I want to create in navigation. In navigation, if I select edit, maybe I should add photojournal. Browse all. What's he looking for? It look on. I want to add a link. Page link, custom link. I want a custom link actually. And I want, because I don't have many pages to provide page list, but I want to, in effect, grab all those galleries. So with one link I can separate, I can provide a navigation specifically for just gallery posts, galleries. And that's if that is if I use this link, journal category link. So category journal holds the list of everything published and tagged in category photojournal. So I'm doing all this out loud just to sort out in my head these few abstractions, like whether I will use a page. Well, one thing what is important with using pages or links like these generated links from WordPress is that you can see for the category, the internet address is domain, category, galleries, photography, photojournal, page 2, because it's broken. There are 90 galleries and they're broken into pages. So to optimize this better, the URL for the specific section of website, it's best to use the web page. And why? It's because, like I mentioned earlier, if you use a web page, it will be in a more readable form, a shortened form, because the URL will be better treated with priority by web crawler search engines as a URL format, protocol, domain, and semantic web page resource somewhere on the internet. And you get with that address the contact web page. While using this, but for the until I get my hierarchy sorted, I still need to provide a simpler way for browser surfers, website visitors, a way to get to the photo section of the website without having it displayed together with all other content. So in a tab where where I'm editing the navigation, I've selected to add a link, and I've copied the URL for the gallery, for the photos, the specific photo gallery, but I'll just change the text. Is gallery. It's Y, not I. It's Y, gallery. Or it's E, or galleries. I delete that. Capital galleries, gallery. Near galleries, galleries. Or maybe just simplify photojournal. And let me check if did I break the link. No, the link is not broken. And there's also option to select for the link, to make link open, get link to open a new tab. I will not do that. What I will do, in the list view of these items, I will move this, get this to move one spot. This toolbar here, floating here, is properties of this link, and there is a control move to one field like this. Cool. And I save it. So I've created a specific link for a specific type of content. Did I save it? Save it. For a specific type of content on like I didn't create a page, but WordPress creates a page for this URL. And photojournal will open just list of photo galleries paginated, and it's possible to browse through these. To get this sort of content, this is all called dynamic content. The pages, the results of a web page, website content that is stored in database and compiled and rendered into browser into a web page. The web page, this web page doesn't exist before the data is sent in the browser. Browser constructs, actually the server constructs the web page with the data, and then browser shows the HTML, which is the descriptive language of the arrangement of the content. That's what client gets, the viewer gets. But it's possible also these pages linger in the internet, routers, cache systems, and on the web, in the server, website server, page server can also keep this web page, so it doesn't need to grab the data from database. Until the data is changed, everything can be sitting in a cache, pre-rendered, pre-compiled, until new data, new web page content is created. Okay, I'll go in the root of the, go back in the root of the theme editor design tool, but I'll switch the tab to, what I'm saying is that categories are sitting as a submenu, in a submenu of posts. Tags, categories, support, that's the, those are the functions. Categorization, tagging are the have functions that implement that ability to structurize, have a semantic or a hierarchy structure, lexical, dictionary type of organization of the content. And if I give it some attention, I can make it more search engine friendly. So here, if I edit a category here, I select it from here, let's say journal. I can add a description here. And if I switch to a journal page, you can see how it looks. It shows the type of content category journal, and that's all, because the description is empty. But search engines will also take in consideration when crawling, indexing the internet, the pages, to take this text here. And I can enrich this text with some text that are entered, like this, and I can just copy this like a plain text, the tags, and make some sentence out of it. Photos of, let's say, Middle Adriatic East, Soast, Middle Adriatic and East Coast of Dalmatia on Mediterranean on center northern Mediterranean. Bam! Perfect. I've updated that, and if I now hit refresh on any journal page, So it doesn't show here on this page, doesn't show the description. Maybe it's because I'm using the plugin for caching, or maybe this theme, some themes don't show all these fields and data. There are ways to check that. I know in one theme I had that the description for the showing up for the category name, journal, photo journal, parent category, update, category updated. Yeah, if I hit view, if I press view, so this theme doesn't have that implemented. Is there an option, any option, slug screen options? No. Photography, slug, journal, quick edit, name slug, cancel, edit on its own page. What if I, let's say, cut, copy, update, to make it's possible to get any theme do whatever you want, going into code of the function that are placed in that type of page for a specific function, like displaying data from database, like description field for categories. I will try and edit, maybe I will check, is there an issue if it's a child category. I'll paste it here, and then I'll try the same thing for the gallery's parent category. I will just clear all cache and even try get this, reading this in the private window, and check in the gallery. So this is a journal, and in the web address just open the photography. Still doesn't show. I can check, is there some option in settings about that, like settings, writing, reading, maybe general, about how representation is displayed. This is discussion. I was going to hit reading. Excerpt full text page. Here, so you can see here in the reading settings for page, reading settings refer to, let's say, this This is reading settings in a sense of going to home page, how the content will be served. Now my home page internet address points to a page of post feeds, all posts. So every time my home page address is requested, it will pull up the page showing the latest post lists. I was muted the whole time. This is so awful. I don't know why. Media file. Why didn't you say so? So I can select in a gallery. I can make the clicking an image in a gallery to open a photo in the new tab, completely a photo. But I want to have more control over this. It's possible also to have an click an image to open attachment page, because see, when I open the image file, this is not a web page, this is an image showing in a browser. But if I select link to attachment page, and preview this type of gallery, and now click on an image, this is the attachment page. So this is attachment and this is its page. It didn't open the image in the next tab, but I would like to have control over this, similar to what I've done with the galleries, adding the category description showing, editing that template, archive. I forgot to fix this. If that text is still in clipboard, yeah, I didn't override the clipboard. Now this will show here. That's not very nice. So if I click photojournal, now photojournal shows the description. I don't know how long Mike was muted, but I actually manually managed to get category archives template to show that description. Did I click here manage all templates? So I tried here to create this attachment page. Displays any archive including posts by a single category, taxonomy, custom post type and date. Displays when visitor. So these are all and I would like to have all static page unless a custom template has been applied. So what I'm missing here is the archive, because an image attachment actually, Mali, we ready gallery attachment, so that's the attachment. I don't have a template for attachment. Why? Because this page also provides the comments field. So if I have a gallery, users can comment on a whole gallery. Maybe they can say, oh, I really like the third image, third photo. And if they click it here in this way, they can get to the comments for the specific image which they like, and also clicking on the attachment page, the image, you get the actual photo. So if I close this, let me now check. So this is attachment page. So where is the template for this? That's what I want to figure out. And 2.5 hours. And you know what? I just smoked one cigarette. This is very, very cool. I'm thinking, because I want to document properly, make some sense in these type of streams, videos, episodes. I'll make a basic note. So I have, for that purpose, I have created that multi-line these show notes. Topics, tasks, and if I hit this, got the category, yes, to show its description text by editing RCHEVs template and adding what was that, what did I add? Category. Web page, localization, this is all, search results, cool. The same way, like categories, the tags works the same way. They have a description field and so on. Templates, category archives. No, I don't want to delete. I was just checking what options are there available. So what is this term description? Is that it? Term description. Adding term description. Blotsk. Oh, it's really cold here. So it's description text by editing the archives template, adding term description block. Now I at least have also, so creators, you see, and I'm talking to me now. It's just rehearsing, and I'm going live and I'm doing this also to rehearse using plain notepad text, which I copy in a draft on that computer when I'm streaming. I'll copy the text from this notepad file that are now shown in the show, like show notes. I'll open the browser later on that computer, paste that in this website draft post, save it, and edit it on any computer when I access my website, and use the text to elaborate more on these topics for WordPress. This is live. So what's my content, people? I don't know, open workshop, WebSmart, TechSmart, WebWise, TechWise, Smart, Human Intelligence, Trial by Fire, Learning, giving, getting, receiving a gift that gives forever, forever giving gifts. What's the term? Knowledge, education. So when I got in the zone, started doing something, I've learned something and solved an issue that was actually obvious there, like the categories don't have the description field. No semantics. What's the category? Photos. So the thing is that category is actually a customizable term. Now I can create a page, specific page, and in a custom manner. You see this query loop object. This is the power. This query loop object actually refers here in the preview to all these posts shown. And the query loop object is actually a generic function in WordPress that actually reads and gets the posts to show, gets them from database, but it has some search, sorting, and it has terms, conditions, what to get from database. The generic query loop gets everything. That is what is the homepage, post feed, blog homepage. Just give me all posts sorted by date. And that query loop object consists of post template, and post template has these objects, these blocks that refer to how any of these posts are displayed. So each these these items in this group post template are referred to each post fetched from database and displayed here, and they have items like fetch date, excerpt, like you see here, and spacer, which is just decorative delimitation element to separate visually posts one from each other. And post template, block columns 3, advanced template is the whole template, block is post template, columns, so it's, I guess it's 3 columns. If I press 4, will it, so it's 4 columns now for posts in a row. But if I press query loop, here I have options about the content that I'm fetching with this database query. So this is category. Fetch the category query loop, reading by categories. I'm guessing that this specific query loop is pre-programmed to receive selected specific category to fetch from database, and in that way get the specific group of posts from that category. If I go on another page, query loop, it's possible to implement query loop in a custom manner on a custom page. So I'm still not using any plugins, but it's possible to use, I don't know, specialized plugins for galleries. But sometimes they don't match, the plugins don't match the template you have, the theme that I have on the website. Like there's a plugin for galleries that has rounded corners, rounded borders for the images that doesn't fit my style of this website. And if I want to change it, well, already in that step, that plugin is suggesting that I get a pro version. But in effect, I want to keep my website less bloated, but with additional scripts, and get the basic WordPress to work as much as it's possible the way that monetization with advertising makes sense, but also it's user-friendly with user experience and interface and intuitive as possible, and still provide, I don't know, some social interaction, like allowing comments per each image. I'll figure out how to do that actually, because it is possible to, let's say, images show as a gallery. That is what I was thinking, but I'm looking for, I would like to, images are a specific item in WordPress terms. They are placed in media, under media here in a library. Library, add new or library. So this is media library. Screen options, no big deal. Edit view. If I press view, what do I get? Attachment. That's the image. I get the at this state of WordPress, it's not possible to customize how this page is, the attachment page is displayed. I can add, if I say edit for this image, it will open the editor for the image. And it contains also like fields to add an alternative descriptive text for browsers, for more accessibility, for screen readers and that sort of thing. Descriptions, caption. Template, attachment attributes, template. It has templates here, attachment. What? So if I, wow, wait, is this it? So this could be the solution. Here I can select the attachment, the attachment. Here I can select what template will the page, attachment page, use. What template will be applied, what visual style will be applied for this page. So if I go leave page, I don't need this page. Leave pages. I don't need this, I don't need this. So if I go, okay, I need to add a show note. Learn, is that the term, right term? Learn hat images media library items, some have to stone custom templates applied. Super. Well, but there is still a catch. There is still a catch, and that is the size of the image. How to determine a size of that item in the default template. So if I look at the templates, in editor and check that default template, I'll go and look at the templates, manage all templates. I'll open my template, attachment. Can I manage all templates? Can I get this open again? A blank index page, third single post. I'll open here the attachment that I've created, and under appearance editor, read the manage all templates. Check what is the default template. The default template should reveal how it handles the attachments media files. What is the default template? Single post, display static page, block home page 404 blank. Blank. All archives. Displays any archive including post by single author, so it's an archive like group. Alternative blog. Template. Customize page or for blank. Can I open this here? Blank template. What does it show? This is the content block. It displays all the blocks in single post or page in a simple arrangement like consecutive paragraph. If there are any custom posts, there is this as well. Content, and that's content. Content is what's the content is centered, inner blocks, template, advanced, stars. So this is some sort of a generic stuff. Custom post types. Post types are actually post type refers to, if I edit a post, okay, template single post, and here we have default attachment blank, so this is the default template. Okay, single post, and that's all. Template, switch to draft. There aren't any more. do I need to go in the blog home single post? Pages attachment. Well, let me try and get this index all archive shows pages. So single post default. Skip. What is in here? Nothing. This is empty. Attachment block, nothing. Image, media, images. No, blocks, block, image. Archive code, latest attachment, outer, comment, footer, previous, post meta, categories. Group, auto featured image template, title, image. Template, blocks, media, image, gallery, audio, cover, media, design, column, row, block, separate, widgets, archives, blah blah blah, theme, feature image, excerpt, comment form, term, archive title, term description. Embeds. That's not what I want. So template part, comments, footer, header, post, media, navigation, sort, logs, query, post list, footer, outer, excerpt, featured image, content. Single post, how does that look? Single post, pages, blank, index, search result. So single post. Can it reveal anything? Does it have any revelations? Footer, group, post meta, group. In a group there is a feature image title, content. A content refers to even image if it is an image. And in the bottom row there we have previous, next. Previous, next. So content will be here, let's say image. And in my attachment I have nothing. So I might, for image, there is everything like, so this is default, but the options is edit media. Edit media is this. If I press this button, that is this. Download file, blah blah blah. Edit image. So the thing is that edit media. Now this is just a wild guess, maybe it requires some coding, but I can copy all of this content featured image. Copy all blocks, get to attachment page, and just paste the blocks. Paste here. Paste all blocks. And I save this. So this is my attachment. Media, save, update. And what do I get? Empty tape template attachment. No. Delete. Clear cache. Press F5. It's not. It's save. Okay, I'm ready to save. So double save. Okay, cool. Save, double save. Saved. So it should work like a default. So it works like a default. How can I make this media, edit media? So it works. When I copy everything, it works the same. And I need to jump to on a short break. Short breakity break. And it just dawned on me that maybe this is great. This is good progress. This is far. This was bugging me for months. This was bothering me for months. This is my custom. So this is what is. Here is the image. this is the same thing, and this is the content. And in the template, it's a specialized block. Does this block exist anyway? Is there on? There it is, content. What type of block is content? Where is he? Blocks. List details, code, pull, footnote, cover, columns. Widgets, that's not a widget. Latest post page, theme. Content, it's in a theme. Theme, it's content. That is theme. How can I manipulate it? Inner blocks use content with block name. It is in a group. That's title image, so if it's not style, this is styles, this is settings for the block. What if I disable this? I get nothing. Content. If I save it for experiment, use content. So he's off course. It went off course. How do I figure out so in a code of a function for this content block in the templates in theme, there is a parameter that describes the fetch, what data is fetched, what type. So by default the pages show images as thumbnails or something like that, and I would like to be able to get some definitions here. Duplicate, copy style, locate, click, remove to. Block name, styles, inner block. Okay, use content with, but can I manipulate this? I can change the, because I use percentages here. Content wide. What is this? Content. Custom to the width that are allowed to center or wide components. Assign to the center or wide columns. Wide, centered. Wide, let's say 200%. Let me play with this. And I reload this. Nothing happened. Do I need to clear cache? Clear cache of this page? Nothing happened. I'm wondering, does this work for all images? Media, 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 media. Will this work for all images? Did I, or is just specific image now? Only one image. Content. Should I be, let's say, view, edit. This is a step forward, but not a big deal. But it just shows that the name and text of the image may need some more attention than because it's real ugly. This is a post that is an image file that's with post with title from image file name, and if it's really ugly generic image file name, this is how that post looks like. And images can be valuable assets, like for galleries especially, where each photo has some artistic value, intrinsic value. And these type of titles just ruin it. Only what can diminish the roughness of the title is if the image is displayed larger. I'm really cold, and what other show note can I add? Oh, I might need to hit the few times. If I disable word wrap, then I'll see that. Here. And here. I think it's this is the right word. Also, I'll make another note. Also, images attachments, attachment page is single post template default is it's represented with content blocks. Wow, you won't find this everywhere on the web. Maybe deep in the developer docs for WordPress. Now I'm not sure, I know that the functions and extending WordPress is actually suggested in documentation that user creates program codes in an extension and as a plugin. Because if I just go in and guerrilla code in my own object block type, it won't work with the next update. WordPress core update will not work. It will just overwrite my customizations. But if I wrap my custom code functions in a plugin or some sort of extension or custom block or some sort of acceptable external to WordPress core code, then I'll need to maintain it later on by myself. Now I'm thinking that maybe there is somewhere. Okay, so this image is a back to default template, so I should I'm supposed to work this out for each image manually. Alternative text. There is one thing I might do, and that is, am I missing any options here? Uploaded, copy clipboard, delete permanently. There is another thing, and that's edit image. Attachment attribute. Here I can change what is the trick? The trick is that the images, each uploaded image is copied and scaled to into three files: thumbnail, medium, large and full, which represents full original uploaded image. And image file, media file is the original that I get when I click, let's say this. This is the original. Then going back, this is, I think, a thumbnail or medium. I'm not exactly sure. So this is 2401. That's the date of the upload. WordPress content uploads. Folks, I'll close this session now. File organizer. Only one of the things I might do is get more vigilant and get into the file organizer content. I think content is holding the themes. 22, 24. Don't do that. Themes. Read write 20, 23. Here are the styles, parts, assets, templates. Blog archive. No, that's the, okay, I'm looking for 23. Did I open 23? 23 templates. What is my, no, I'm not using 24, I'm using this asset parts. What's in the part? Comments, further post, meta, patterns. Oh, those are the patterns, so very straightforward. Styles. What's in the assets? Fonts. Start screen. Where are the functions? Upgrades. Template includes admin. Content plugins. Includes block supports, block CSS, customize images, REST API. Newton. Languages, template, parts, comments, archive, function header, search, sidebar, single PHP, single form. What if I take a peek? Well, let's take a peek in the template, which is the default one, home index page single. Why it's not loaded? Edit. What is this? Is this edit? What does the tooltip say? Edit file. Okay. Edit file, contrast. Do I have here post console? Type constraint. That's the type. Layout, slug, meta. Template, parts, log. Where are the tag name, main style, main style? Where is the parameter? Where is the data that's getting into here? Is that in the main? Who is handling this? Cancel. Content. Yeah, I'm ready to save. Close this. And I want to see it. Edit image. Is this that page? So I'm getting just this attachment. Can I inspect? Can I edit this as HTML? No. No, it doesn't show edit as HTML. If I close this, edit as HTML, code, tools, visual, code editor. Can I get the code? Is this post content, content size, width size, constrained, content, layout type, constrained. Exit code editor. Clear this. That is centered. Why 200? Advanced block name additional class. What happens when this is an image and the content is image? Inner blocks use content width. Inner blocks. Nested blocks use content width with options for full and wide widths. And I cannot edit this. Image, default image. Is there any cancel editing? Back to library. Settings, media. So that's probably around medium. That is probably the medium size that shows up image sizes. That's not 150. So only thing I could do is maybe change that medium is like quite larger for each next image. Cold. Attachment page. Cool, that's perfect. My attachment page, blog home, single page attachment, single post, block, custom block, content. This is single post, this is attachment. Featured image. So featured image here didn't work anything because it doesn't have a featured image set. content will just be whatever is placed there. How can I get that to be a big image? Post meta is category and date, tags, author. Group, image, footer, old type of themes. Here's the thing, single post, template, general, clear customizations, if I view a site and single post, there used to be, that seems that that's from the that's even actually possible to see from post types, screen options, tags, comment, day, author, categories, compact, extended. There used to be post types, like type gallery, video, image, and so on. And that's now template. Am I missing something? Template, visibility, summary, visibility public, password protected, single post, add template, edit template, attachment blank, custom template, post with a sidebar, post with sidebar. Is this going to default? No. Attachment. This did nothing. Center 400. What's this? Height 40. 500. Up, down, wide. Delete this and 640. So this is pixels. Attachment for this page. That does nothing. And inner content justification is centered. So it's centered, okay, it's centered. Media settings, close media settings. Attachment applied. Single post. Content. This is somewhere in the code in the block. So do I need to create custom blocks. Could be. (2023), so I'm using 2023. Well, at least one thing is sorted out. Well, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if you're interested in this type of content. I also plan to do something like this, like trial by fire, open workshop, Godot game engine, working with it. Show how to simply with Godot engine get a project and compile it, build it, and for as a browser project, browser game that runs in a browser, upload it to the web and play it. I had three example project games, template projects from Godot 3.5, I think 3.4. I published on my old website 2 games that worked on desktop and in mobile, and even on mobile it on its own it displays the controller for 2D arcade platformer. And the third game was a 3D driving game that didn't work. I didn't figure out how to play it on the mobile, but it worked on desktop. So that's the for Godot. Maybe you'd like, well, I'll go like this through all of that. I didn't create a page for myself, but it helped me a lot talking loud and doing this, and maybe explaining for the curious, whoever's curious at the beginning, some of the basics for WordPress and concept of pages and posts, how are they displayed, what's the home page for WordPress, how it's represented, whether it's the dynamic page showing post feed or static page, or custom. So if I select a custom home page, then I need to create my own posts page using the query loop. I will work with that. I'll need to work with that, and I'll also do that live when I start building the custom specialized pages for presentation, like separating authored content from specific authors. Well, that was it for now, for this session. Hope we all learned something. We should, and better. I'm out.